Aloha and good morning from Riverlink, Amsterdam. This is where we docked last night, and the locks open at 7 o'clock. Today we're going from Amsterdam, New York, down the Erie Canal to Little Falls, New York. So join us for this journey as we go up the river or westbound on the Erie Canal. Aloha, we are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. I don't think we showed you yesterday before we left. This is the big dock right here. The nice thing about this long big dock is that it has big rubber fenders. And that makes it easy if your fenders don't reach or don't have enough. It really does cushion the boat really nicely. They happen to have a party tent up here, but they do have these cleats here so you don't have to tie up to the big bullocks. Then up here they have a lower dock, still fixed. And then at the very front is a floating dock. We'll walk over there real quick before we head out. So here we have the floating dock, and we've got a boat here, Pascal from Auckland, New Zealand. I don't think they're here today, so I'm told they're actually off to New York, but who knows? It's a main ship trawler. So this is the floating dock right here. Now we heard night before last that they actually let the water down 5 feet for some reason, which is really odd. They do it very rarely, but this dock actually tilted because they dropped it so fast, but they got it righted. Looks like got a little concert area up here, but this is the floating dock. We thought we could tie up front here, but they put this little dock here, which unfortunately takes away dock space, so you can't dock here. And it's really hard to see with you coming upriver what this thing is. I had my binoculars out, but still couldn't really make out. And I guess they got a little tiny bit of floating dock here for some little boats. So our lock, I'm not sure if we can see it, our lock is just down there, just a little bit. They open up at 7 o'clock, and that's when we get going. So this rock that you see here, or rocks, is a recreation of a painting that was actually here in the early years by the Mohawks, I believe, Native Americans right here. They don't know exactly what it was, whether it was a traffic marker or what it was, but it was recreated here. Here's a painting of it from 1866 of what the marker looked like, and so they just recreated it here. I think it's a very nice tribute. This post here is they say the largest remnant left of the World Trade Center from the P3 parking garage post. It's just a memorial to the attack of 9/11, and placed right here in Amsterdam's connection to New York, obviously through the canal system. This sign here next to the visitor center just shows the carpet mills. It just shows a picture of it here. There were big carpet mills, and they produced tons and tons of carpet. The Mohawk River, of course, in places of commerce. The canal was right there on the opposite side of where we are. So the river was actually not used. It was actually on the side of the river. We're actually anchored right here, and gasworks, okay, where the power plant is very close to where we are now. It used to be a power plant, and then further here is Port Jackson on the canal, in the town right here. There's Port Check on the south side from 1820s to 1915. So that is Amsterdam in a nutshell. Here, a quick view of the pavilion. And obviously they have shows going on, something happening here at 7 p.m. They do offer bathrooms and laundry if you stay here overnight. Right now it is $1 a foot. There's the S02E in the front. Now this Drifters little restaurant looks like a cute little place. It was closed while we're here, so we did not get to eat here. But if you do, you will have a very nice view overlooking the river. And we're about ready to get going because we got to hit this 7 o'clock locks. Engines are on. We're about ready to take off here. Waterfront park here. Town of Amsterdam. Trying to get our headsets working this morning. We may have left the batteries charged from last night. Things we learned along the way, I guess. Yeah. All right, Polaris is in front of us, and we're both going to try to lock through at 7 o'clock here in Amsterdam, lock 11. Just had a really loud train go by. This is lock 11. You can see the spillway. There's so much water right now. They've closed down this Erie Canal because there's too much water and too much debris coming down the river system from all the rains. So we're heading Little Falls, and we're going to monitor the notice to mariners to see if we need to proceed or just hang out at Little Falls till this Erie clears up. But anyway, that's the notice this morning. We're waiting for the lock to open here at 7 o'clock. So we're in lock 11. Very little wind, which is real nice. Polaris is straight ahead of us here. They're joining us this morning. You can see how much water is coming over the dam this morning. It's just a massive amount of water. Alright, so lock 11 is opening, and we should be able to head out here in just one moment.
So this morning we are following a fellow looper boat, Polaris, and we went out with them first thing and went through the lock as soon as it opened. And there was another looper there, S02E17. I'm giving you boat names. That was also there at Amsterdam, New York. So we had a nice chat with both of these couples. And so it's really nice now because it's like we had been wondering when we would actually meet up. We have been on the radio with other loopers, but not actually been met up with or followed or went through locks together. So it's kind of interesting to be on the same journey with other people doing the same journey. Some of them have a few different routes because, as I've shown on the map, the loop does give you variations, and depending on how tall your boat is or how deep your boat goes in the water, different loopers, if they have a smaller trawler or if they have a bigger boat, have to make different decisions about how you go on the river. So anyway, we're enjoying this morning. The sun is coming out. The weather's going to be a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. We're just following their boat, and it's just very pleasant today as we go through the first lock.
Now Polaris is ahead of us, and they were kind enough to point out that there's a huge log in the outside. Oh, well, it's still in the channel, but it's on the outside. We'll pass it in a moment. That's very kind. You have one of those that can really damage your day and your props. And here you can see how it's basically a tree limb, but it's a good sized log in the river right there. You would know it when you hit that. And Polaris up ahead. About 20 minutes to lock number 12. So we'll be there in just a little bit. Cynthia's updating our social media things. Lucy, she just wants her daddy. Quick look here at lock 12. Probably can't film much while I'm inside. I don't have my camera system set up this morning, but anyway, there's Polaris ahead of us. You can see the waterfall there over the dam and lock number 12. strong as we enter this area right here from the waterfall, the dam. So it's gonna take two hands. I'm gonna put the camera back down. So we made it past Lock 12. Lock 12, just thing to note, it is very high up. Cindy, how high up was it? I mean, it was...
my bumper held, but the red ball bumper in front, which was a little higher, wasn't. But we had two bumpers that were still...
It was
but
higher up than a floating dock, I would say.
Raise your fenders, or at least
I would,
have extra fenders raised.
Yeah, I would say it was higher than a floating dock. So we were significantly high up out of the water. I would record after the train, but that's the way it was. You know, you see these trains coming by. Every other moment is another train. But the thing up there on the hill, the beautiful building, is Our Lady of Martyr Shrine. Our Lady of Martyr Shrine. I believe that's what it's called. Pretty building though.
I think Zava's ready for like an egg McMuffin
Should
or
there be
something.
like a shoot, like at the bank, where you know, they shoot your...
Oh, a package?
The vacuum sucks.
No, we need a drone. A
You send
drone
your money
delivery.
in.
A drone delivery that drops it out here and drops
Big
it out a
Mac comes
parcel.
out, the vacuum pump thing.
He wants the pneumatic tube to go in the river and then pop it up and catch it.
Next to the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's not happening.
no, that's a good invention. All right, Lucy says we should film a little bit out the front window, and so that's what we're going to do. We'll come over here. We just passed. Cynthia just noticed here, got a big McDonald's. And of course, I complained that they didn't have a dock. I'm going to film out front here. Got a nice bridge coming up, and we may have to tie that paddleboard down just a bit because it seems to want to separate from the boat. I think that's going to be my next project here. Looks like a workshop area for the Erie Canal maintenance people. Got a little cute little tug here as well. They got their cranes, little boats, all sorts of cool things out here. So Alex is out here securing his wakeboard, stand-up paddleboard. So we're approaching lock number 13. Straight ahead, you'll see the falls on the left side. Polaris up ahead. Should be there in just a few minutes. Lock 13, we're just hanging loose here for a moment. Not sure if there's a boat coming out or not, if we can go in. Is it hard to hold on, Alex?
Yeah, hold on.
So depending on which way we're facing, the wind can be blistering, 18-20 miles an hour, or like right now, pretty calm. So right now, beautiful scenery here with rolling hills, got the interstate next to us. And yeah. But as we're making this turn, I think the wind is picking up again. Dogs are trying to get comfortable. Yeah, you look way too comfortable, Lucy. Him is being babied.
He said, I'm the older dog.
This is not being babied.
I'm 8 years old. I'm having a good day.
arriving at lock 14 straight ahead. Wind is okay, but depends which way you turn. Wind can be rather strong. So maybe in the far distance you can see the dam and the water falling off the dam there. The wind is really strong as we're pulling in here. Well, it's very windy in this lock right here. It's lock 14. You can see Alex holding on as tight as he can. And Cynthia, I'm going to put the camera out. You can probably see her right there sideways. But it's very hard to hang on here. I'm moving the boat back and forth. And as soon as we get up on top, I'm sure it's going to get a lot windier to maneuver the boat. Beautiful sunny day, but the wind is giving us a serious workout. Polaris right ahead there. And there you can see the waterfall over the dam. Just a quick view here. You can see Alex holding. It's rising. Aloha, we are approaching lock 15 right in front of us here. After these bridges, you see the dam right there in front of Polaris on the left hand side, and the lock is on the left hand side. So lock 15 straight ahead. So a quick shot here, lock 15, and there you see the dam and the water rushing off, and Polaris up ahead. Alex standing proud up front, ready to get the lines. We got the dam right here. Alex is holding on tight. Lock 15 is what it looks like. Polaris right up ahead. A very rough wall here in this lock. Got some bikers looking at us right there. Flag, the guardhouse. All right, I gotta get back to the helm because we're drifting. Looks like at 15 for the tie-up on the top side. Nice green grassy area. The wall looks actually pretty good here at 15.
So we're passing Polaris. We've been following them today, and they've been a great company. So we're just enjoying. We're getting ready to pass them because they're going to turn off before we do. So we're going to head on down the river now. Got a good shot. Hi, Shadow. Oh, is that the audio for this video? Is Shadow giving squeals?
So this is one of the deeper locks that we have here, and with the wind and all, there you can see the water coming out from the jets underneath the valves. So he's opened up the valves. We're slowly starting to rise above, as you can see here. Lockmaster's house. Lock 16. Nice park area too. No, not yet, but here's Alex. I'm getting a quick shot in. Lock 16 filling up almost to the top, as you can see there. And we should be able to exit. Alright, this looks like the actual canal with the towpath. Unfortunately, the next lock is a port side, so we've got to take the wakeboard back off. not the wakeboard, but the stand-up paddleboard. So this is about the narrowest part of the Erie Canal that we've been on. And we're looking out for things that may be in the water. Got now the railroad bridge of this canal. We're still looking out for logs. It's been kind of stressful on this narrow passage here. The river's become wider again. We're about 3 miles from Lock 17. Approaching Lock 17. 17 appears to be a very tall lock. Okay, alright. That's how tall it is, and then you see a big counterbalance cement post right there. Mahalo for watching our journey from Amsterdam to Little Falls. We landed here at the marina by the Rotary. It was $1 a foot. A beautiful marina. Tonight they have a concert as well as fireworks and food trucks. They do that every second week of August. All week long there's something else happening. So thank you for joining our journey. Please like, share, and subscribe as always. And we'll see you again next week as we continue down the Erie Canal.